All right, guys. Tonight we're going to talk about 5 fantasy rookies that you might want to pick up late in the draft that could make a legitimate impact and move up to starting roles this season. Those are the kind of guys that other people might not be looking at that could come on mid to late season and help you push all the way through to a championship. First guy I want to talk about is David Montgomery, rookie running back drafted by the Bears. Montgomery is needed really bad on this team to help strengthen the run game. You can't be a dual threat team and get the ball down the field unless you got the run game. They badly need it over there to help get some pressure off Trubisky. They got some great receivers on the other end of the ball. But again, if you don't have the dual threat, the defense doesn't have to key in on the run game and doesn't give you the opportunity to open up the pass game. The only issue I see, even though Montgomery is the most talented running back they have on that team, is you could see a committee between him and Cohen. So keep that in mind. Temper your expectations when you go and pick him up and don't grab the guy too early. Another guy I want to talk about, and I really like a lot this year, especially after watching what he's done in the preseason, is Deebo Samuel, wide receiver for the 49ers. The guy's big, he's aggressive, he's fast, he's talented, which is something the San Francisco 49ers have been missing for a long time. The small sample that we've seen in the preseason, if it's anything like that, this guy has potential to go off and have a huge impact on a team that desperately needs a big impact player. If Jimmy Garoppolo stays healthy and he's anything like the 49ers say he will be, this kid has potential to go off and be potential far end wide receiver one. Again, he's a rookie, so we have to temper those expectations and make sure we're picking him up late. Now, let's talk about Dwayne Haskins, quarterback for Washington. First off, Haskins looks great in the preseason. I loved what I saw. The guy's accurate. He's got an arm. He can throw it far. He can throw it short and fast. He can get into tight spaces. Now, he threw some picks. That's to be expected with a rookie coming in. So, if you're picking up Haskins, you're not going to be thinking about starting him week one. He's going to be kind of a situational quarterback where once he takes over the role from Keenum, which, it's Case Keenum. It shouldn't be very hard to do. Once he takes over that role, he's going to be a situational quarterback where you're going to be looking at the defense that he's going up against before you decide if you want to start him that week. But I think he's definitely in line to take the starting role over there. And, a rookie quarterback like him with an arm like his and an eye like his has potential to put up some points for you. So, again, he's one of those guys you want to watch in the later rounds and maybe pick up as your backup quarterback, or maybe even ignore him now if he doesn't get picked up in your league and start paying attention week 1, week 2 and see what he's doing. Kyler Murray is another quarterback. First round pick. The guy's got a ton of talent. There's a ton of hype behind him. The Cardinals need him bad. We're looking at the Cardinals. They have nothing else. Kyler Murray is their huge investment this season, and they're laying everything on the line for this guy. He has legs like Allen and Jackson, but if you look at him, you watch him in the preseason, you watch some of his college stuff, he's a much better passer than both of those guys, which to me tells me he's got potential to step up and be something. He could be fringe quarterback one somewhere near the midpoint of this season if he can get a good rapport going with those receivers and push the ball down the field. Again, maybe a great matchup quarterback that you're going to look at weekly and determine whether or not you're going to start him. But Kyler Murray is definitely somebody you want to watch. And if you got that extra spot near the end of your draft and he's still sitting there, definitely worth thinking about. Another one that I like this year and has some legit potential on a team that really needs him, Josh Jacobs, running back for the Oakland Raiders. So AB's over there, bunch of controversy going on, the whole thing with his feet. We've all seen the show. Is he going to play? Did he damage his feet? This whole helmet thing going on. But the reality of it is AB probably will play. He probably will be good, and he will help the Raiders stretch the ball down the field. Now, a big threat like that is, of course, going to lighten up a little bit of the pressure on the run game. You take a guy like Jacobs, who has the potential to be an every down back, and he can catch, and you throw him on this team where there's an obvious need after beast mode left, you have the potential running back one. I mean, is he going to be top 5? Of course not, but, you're running a 12-team draft maybe. He might be running back number 12 by the midpoint of this season if he gets the workload that a lot of people expect. So those are my top 5 running backs to look at late in the draft. Some of those guys have an ADP that's a little high. Josh Jacobs is going a little earlier in some of the mocks I've been running than I probably would consider picking him up. But, if you get to that point and there's not a lot of really clear-cut running backs out there, maybe he's the guy to grab. Deebo Samuel, again, I really feel like that guy could have a great season. So he's someone I'm definitely targeting personally. Anyway, hope this helps you out, guys. Hope you can grab one of these guys near the end of your draft, and halfway through the season you'll be thanking me. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Thank you.